Prosecutor Ambrogio Cartosio announced at a news conference in Termini Imerese, Sicily on Saturday morning that an investigation has been launched against unidentified individuals on charges of manslaughter and culpable homicide. The investigation follows the sinking of the Bayesian Superyacht off the coast of Porticello, a small town near Palermo, the previous Monday. Tragically, 7 of the 22 people aboard lost their lives in the incident, including British tech entrepreneur Mike Lynch and his daughter Hannah. While Cartosio confirmed the investigation's initiation, he noted that no suspects have been identified thus far. "We are still in the early stages of the investigation and we cannot rule out any potential developments," he stated. He emphasized that his team will thoroughly evaluate all possible liabilities, including those of the ship's captain, crew, supervisors, and the shipbuilder. "I believe it is likely that crimes were committed, potentially manslaughter, but we will only be able to determine that with time for a thorough investigation," he explained, adding that crew members are permitted to leave Sicily, but may be subject to further questioning. Investigators are particularly focused on understanding how a sailing vessel considered unsinkable by its builder, the Italian shipyard Termini Imerese, could sink while a nearby sailboat remained largely unscathed. Prosecutors described the incident as occurring extremely rapidly and suggested that a downburst, a localized, powerful wind descending from a thunderstorm, may have played a role. Initially, civil defense officials speculated that the yacht, notable for its 75-meter aluminum mast, had been struck by a waterspout. Regarding the recovery of the Bayesian, investigators are also examining why the crew largely survived, with the exception of the chef, while 6 passengers were trapped inside the hull. Girolamo Bentivoglio, the new commander of the Palermo Fire Brigade, confirmed that most recovered bodies were found in the same area of the ship, indicating that passengers may have sought refuge in the cabins where the last air bubbles formed. Deputy Prosecutor Raffaele Camerano suggested that the passengers were likely asleep at the time of the incident, highlighting the investigation's goal of determining whether they were alerted by anyone. He also confirmed that 1 crew member was on watch in the cockpit. The timeline for recovering the yacht remains uncertain, as it depends on the decisions of the owners and management company. Palermo Coast Guard Commander Rafael Macauda stated that the Maritime Authority will oversee the operation with its technicians, but the process is still in its preliminary stages. Cartosio mentioned that initial suspects could be named even before the wreck is retrieved. On Friday, rescuers recovered the last of the 7 bodies from the Bayesian shipwreck, including 18-year-old Hannah Lynch, whose body was found on Thursday. Her father, Mike Lynch, had recently celebrated his acquittal from fraud charges with family and supporters. His wife, Angela Beccares, is among the 15 survivors. Rescue teams faced a challenging 4-day effort to locate all the bodies, gradually navigating the wreckage resting on the seabed at a depth of 50 meters. The other victims included Christopher Morvillo, one of Lynch's U.S. lawyers, and his wife Nita, Jonathan Bloomer, president of Morgan Stanley's London branch, and his wife Judy, and Ricaldo Thomas, the yacht's cook.